Oh, and down he goes! Right hand, left hand, and I don't think he's going to get up. I think it's all over. I think it's over. Is he going to get up? Can he get up? Can he get up? He does. Oh my goodness! Somehow Fury has managed to get up.
Thanks to Wow Hydrate, who've sponsored the podcast. They've provided me and the lads with some of their protein and vitamin waters, along with the electrolyte drinks, which are the best on the market. Thanks for your continued support. We really appreciate it.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Brawl Boxing Podcast. I'm Kieran McCourt, and I'm joined by co-hosts Colin McGuigan and Ram McLaughlin.
Well, guys, we're delighted to have this next guest back on the show. Please welcome former IBF World Champion Tevin Farmer. Tevin, how are you doing, mate?
It's soon to be two-time.
Yeah, soon to be two-time. That's what it is. I always wonder when I see boxers drinking out of that, you must be going for a piss every 2 seconds.
Actually, no. It's just, well, for me, no. But when I do it, I just do a lot.
How much, is there a certain amount of water you have to drink every day when you're in camp?
I just drink as much as I can. My body can hold. That's all I drink every day, all day. Whether I'm in boxing or not boxing, all I drink is water.
Yeah. Are you in America at the minute?
Yeah, I'm in America. Yeah.
In Philly?
Jersey.
Oh, Jersey.
I'm from Philly, but I live in Jersey.
What's the sort of weather like at the minute there? Is it starting to heat up?
Right now, hold on, let me check what I'm wearing. It won't log me out. I tell you right now, it is. What's the weather right now? The weather right now is 55.
55 Fahrenheit. That's actually pretty cool. It's similar to what we're at.
The high is 58.
Nice.
Yeah, and when are you going to Ghana for this next fight, Tevin? Are you going to like base yourself there for a few weeks before?
Probably like 2 weeks ahead of time.
Yeah, acclimatized to the weather.
Yeah, it's probably high, humid, a lot of humidity and all that. So you gotta adapt to that stuff.
Yeah. So is that no war zone then for 2 weeks when you go out there?
Huh?
Is that no war zone for 2 weeks before when you go out there?
Yeah. No war zone.
Are you playing the new map?
Nah, Rebirth.
Yeah, Rebirth.
I like to do Map City.
Yeah. I hate the new map. It's so bad. I need Verdansk back.
I actually haven't played the game in probably like 6 months, and then I hop back on it.
No way. Was that because you weren't allowed?
It was taking up too much of my time, and I couldn't I had to get off of it.
Yeah, I get you.
You were getting pretty good. You were getting good at one point, Tevin.
Real good.
I was watching you on your Twitch as well. Actually, at one point, I was watching your Twitch. You were doing well.
Okay, yeah, I got good. I lost a step. I lost a step too.
Yeah.
Tevin, talk to us a bit about your YouTube channel that you have going. What's that kind of like?
Actually, hold on. Let me show you something. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
All right.
Epic. I won't even cut this out. Well,
don't leave it in.
Don't.
I can't wait to see what he comes back with.
Some YouTube plaque or something.
So
yeah, it's gonna be like
vlogged in a while, but I was just setting my camera up yesterday.
Oh,
we need that.
You should be getting us in the vlog.
Huh?
Get us in the vlog, Tevin.
I love vlogging. Vlogging is fun. It's fun, but it's just a lot of work though.
I've watched your YouTube videos and like you were pranking your missus and that. I seem like I'm a stalker because I've watched your Twitch.
I was gonna say.
I'm like,
we appreciate the support though.
Yeah, that's true. I enjoyed it.
What kind of stuff are you videoing on your YouTube? I have to be honest, I haven't watched it.
We was doing a lot of couple stuff. We was doing a lot of we fixed up the house. What else? She just walked in. We do all types of stuff. Whatever comes to our mind, and we just do it. It's a lot of work though. Like it's hard. Like we don't want to just do it. We try to do it every day, but it's definitely hard. I respect content creators because it's not easy doing it.
So you've got the likes of Jake Paul and the YouTubers coming over in the boxing, and now you're going over into their field. You're trying to take over the YouTube game, are you, Tevin?
That's why I don't care if they come over here because like nobody say that you have to be somewhere where you started at. You can always switch lanes if you want to.
So tell us a bit about this upcoming fight, Tevin. So obviously it came we knew you were going to be fighting soon. You'd said that there was a fight announcement coming, and then obviously the Mickey Bay fight gets announced. It's in Ghana, in Accra, in Ghana, right? and it's going to be in front of like 40,000. So tell us a bit about that and how it came about.
Well, Mickey Bay called me out about 3 or 4 months ago, and I seen him. I replied, I'm like, "Oh, that's a good fight." So from there, it's hard to say. We just went back and forth a while, and then afterward, we like, why would we just pick up our own fight and promote it? Nobody was picking it up, so we went about it ourselves. We got involved with me, Mickey Bay, Shantae, Doughboy TV, and we just decided to do the thing ourselves.
But how did it end up in Ghana?
Actually, no. How did it end up in Ghana? Actually, the people that we connected with, they did a few shows in Ghana already. And we already wanted to go to the motherlands and fight anyway. We can actually fight at a big venue in front of 40, 56,000 people, and not just an arena. Ghana is a boxing city, to boxing town, whatever you want to call it. And why not?
Yeah, because you've seen obviously like throughout history, you had Ali and stuff. He fought over in Africa, and it was always traditionally like, if you want to be a world champion in boxing, you should be the champion of the world. You should be fighting around the world. But it seems somewhere along the way that got lost, and people just wanted to fight in their own country, whether it be America or Britain or Germany. People just got comfortable in their own country. Like, it's good to have boxers who are prepared to sort of travel anywhere in the world to perform.
Yeah, world champion, right? The word world alone. The world don't mean it's not country champion. It's world champion. So I fought in Australia. Where did I fight at? Well, I've been only that sport, but hey, I'm fighting in Africa now, and I wanted to fight anywhere else. I don't mind because it's a sport, and I want to be known all over the world and not just in America.
What does Mickey Bay bring to the table, Tevin, in terms of this fight?
Mickey Bay, he's a veteran. He can box. I feel like he got a high IQ. He's just an all-around good fighter. You know, we can't sleep on Mickey Bay. Mickey Bay at one point was one of the best in the world, and I still think he's still sort of one of the best in the world. It's just he has been inactive like myself. And we about to show up May 21st.
You spoke there about inactivity among both of you. Like, you haven't fought in 2 years now. What's the longest period before that you'd been out of the ring? And do you think that's going to have an effect at all? Like, some people sort of don't believe in ring rust. Some people do.
Before that, the longest period before that, I can't remember. I was the most active world champion at the time. Out of girls and boys, I was the most active world champion. I fought 6 times in 1 year. I think 5 or 6 times in 1 year. Defended my belt 4 times, 5 times. And I don't remember the last time I was in the active, but there's nothing you can do about that, you know. It happens. So now we gotta go in there and figure it out. The day fight, we're gonna see if it's ring rust or not. Well, either way, I'll get the job done.
But why is it that, like getting in the mind of a boxer? So obviously you do like a lot of sparring, leading up, and I know sparring's different. But what is it that doesn't get the ring rust away from sparring? Is it doesn't prepare you for the nerves on the night, or is it just different in there on the night?
It's just different because you actually fighting in front of a lot of people. I don't know. I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but I know that it's definitely a difference. It's not the same. I don't know exactly what the reason, but I just know it's not the same. A spar and a fight is definitely not the same.
After 2 years out as well, you're going into 40,000 plus people there watching you. That must be some buzz. Must be so excited getting in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I ever fought in front of 40,000. Well, I never fought in front of 40,000 people. And a boxing town is gonna be crazy. The biggest show I fought on was 27,000. It was Canelo. I was the co-main event on Canelo card. December of 2019, 18. I think, hold on, 18, yeah. And 20,000 people. And there was a lot of people in Madison Square Garden. So I can just imagine now in front of 40,000 and like all boxing fans. Like, it's gonna be crazy. I'm excited.
And you're main
Outdoor
event
as well.
You're the main event.
Yeah, man. I'm actually part of the promotions.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be unbelievable. What's the most before this? Because obviously the normal person, the thought of getting in front of 40,000 people is just daunting. It would be absolutely terrifying. Had you had any fights leading up this? Obviously seen certain fights like with John O'Carroll and stuff. He got under, tried to get under your skin. I don't know if it worked. But
Well, I think John Carroll probably was the only one that ever did it.
yeah, why was that? Smart Irish man.
I don't know why, but he definitely was the only one that probably ever did it. I don't know, bro. I don't know why I let him do it, but it happened. But it won't again.
You got a lot of respect for John O'Carroll, didn't you? And you took him out after. Like I remember seeing the videos, and like you two are quite close, yeah.
Yeah. He actually was at my house and everything after that. He was actually in my camp when he knocked out Scott Quigg. He was in camp with me.
Oh, serious?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, good. He looked right.
Yeah, he did. He looked right.
Yeah, he just left camp with me. He was in camp with me for like probably 2 months. Yeah.
And what? So whenever you fight Mickey Bay here, and you're going to beat Mickey Bay, right? What happens next for Tevin Farmer? Are you putting the lightweight division on notice?
Lightweight division already on notice. They've been on notice. They knew I was coming here. I was coming there. What's next? We don't know yet. I'm taking. I'm actually not signed with a promoter right now, so I'm actually one of the promoters on this card. And moving forward, I will be one of my own promoters. So let's see. Let's see what doors this fight open up, and if not, then we're gonna keep kicking down doors and keep making fights and keep doing shows. Next show might be in Puerto Rico. Next show may be, we don't know, but we're gonna keep making it. And I'm just blessed to be a producer. I'm in, and big shout out to everybody, the other promoters that's on the card. Like I said, Mickey Bay, Bay Brother Promotions, Doughboy TV, Shantae, EJ. We did a hell of a job. It's been about probably 2 months getting the fight made, but we got it made. Everything had to make sense, and everything makes sense, and we're gonna go over there and do our thing.
We need to get you a fight in Ireland. That's what Colin is saying here. This is the biggest. Colin is soon to be the biggest promoter in Ireland. So if you ever fancy coming over, the only problem is
who exactly, Tevin? Who's Colin? This guy.
See this guy in the black. I don't know where he is on your screen, but
yeah, I got him. He's only got the one screen on. So Tevin,
over there, yeah, up top, yeah.
I was going to ask you actually, is there a possibility that you would sign with someone like Eddie Hearn in the UK? Is that something you'd want?
We worked together already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but would you work with him again?
Of course I'll work with Eddie Hearn again. It'd be on different terms. It'd be a partnership. And if I ever work with any promoter right now, it'd be a partnership. It won't be just one-sided. Even though I was taken care of very well, but I feel like I'm at a different level in my life. As a fighter and as a human. I've been big on business, but I'm big on big business inside boxing world. So I will partner up with any promoter that makes sense for me at this moment.
Yeah. How important is it in boxing to be like have that businessman mentality as well? Because like you say, like it's a short career, and you need to make your investments, and you've obviously got a lot of things outside of boxing as well. But the smartest people that seem to be in boxing are the ones, like you said, that maybe they've got a promoter, but they've got their own promotional company as well. Like you see the likes of Mayweather's had it, Devin Haney's went down that route as well, and now you're doing it as well. Is that very important?
I mean, it's very important. I think a lot of fighters not knowledgeable on the things that go on behind closed doors. And so it's not their fault. They just never taught it, or they never run the right people to be taught the things like that. So promoters make a lot of money off fighters. You got TV rights. You got sponsorships. You have the gates. You have parking. You have liquor. You have so much revenue that fighters miss out on. That they don't know about. I mean, it's okay because you gotta make a mark before you can even demand anything. You gotta be somebody before you can demand these things. You just can't be a nobody. Then you gonna demand all this because somebody can just say, "Bonk you. We're not working with you no more." But when we get to a certain level, people respect you at that level, to where though you're able to at least get in, not what they get, but get in on what's being made. And you gotta have the impact on it as well. So like me and Mickey Bay. And all the other promoters, we all in on this fight, and we took it. We gonna make it happen.
How tough was it for you, Tevin, like at the start of your career? 'Cause we spoke with boxers about this before, and like in the differences in other sports, in like soccer, in American football, basketball, things like that. Like they're in team sports. They're taught how to deal with their money. You know, they're given financial advice, accountants, whatever else. With boxers, you're sort of thrown in with the sharks. Like you're young and you get all this money thrown at you when you start doing well, obviously. But
Yeah.
is it hard to sort of handle that money, to know how to invest it, to know what to do with it, or are you just being flash at the start, just buying whatever you want?
You talking about for me, or you just speaking in general?
Well, what was your experience like?
Oh, I think as a fighter, especially young fighters now, you know, they get money young, and I can tell you it's hard. It's not easy, you know, getting money, millions, hundreds of thousands, and knowing what to do with it. Like you say, all the other sports is an organization, so they have agents and accountants and all that. Fighters don't have these things. That's why most fighters go broke, you know. And I feel like somebody should take initiative to start something for fighters. And not sure when it's gonna happen, but if not, fighters gonna continue to go broke after making so much money, because you gotta know what to do with it. It's not easy investing money. It's not easy getting it and knowing what to do with it. It's not easy at all.
Yeah, like
What
everyone.
businesses do you have, Tevin?
A few.
Yeah, you've got like a car business, haven't you? Because I've seen that on your Instagram quite a bit.
Yeah, I actually, for the winter, I took them down. You know, for the winter time, I don't really do them, but I'm about to restart. I'm about to reopen it back up. The winter time, you know, the weather be bad, and you don't want to keep getting no insurance claims and stuff like that. So that's for the. So and then my trucking. After this fight, I buy some more trucks and just go from there.
You seen a story about a few months ago with the homeless man. Did you
Yeah.
is that something that's very important to you to give back as well? Obviously, you grow up from humble beginnings and you do very well for yourself. Is that important to you?
Well, I always none of my stuff is never showcased. Like I always give back to people and help people out. It may not be the biggest all the time, but I definitely help people out. Like it's hard to explain, but yeah, most of my stuff is not caught on camera and stuff like that. But I do help a lot, and I feel like, I have a generous heart, and I feel like it's important to give back. I mean, if you don't, then I'm not knocking you, because nobody owe nobody anything in this world. But if you do, I feel like it's a plus, and I feel like if you're able to, I feel like you should.
Tevin, before we let you go, I just want to touch on one thing. At one point of your career, probably 2-3 years ago, there was a big talk of you fighting Tank Davis. Why did that not happen?
Business, politics, keeping him
How
away
close
from.
was it?
Huh?
How close was it to happening?
Never was close to happening. Ever.
Was Ryan Garcia close to happening?
Hell no. They called me. They said, yo, they called. They didn't call me. They called my manager, and he like, yo, we want Tevin, whatever. I guess I forgot who was it from Golden Boy, and we like, fuck yeah, come on. And no call back. So I wouldn't say that was supposed to happen. A lot of stuff in boxing just be taught. Nothing really be close to happening. Everything be taught. Something close to happening is sending the contract and almost agreeing, and then it's falling out because of something. That's almost happening. But when you just talk about it and it don't happen, it just go. Yeah, it didn't almost happen though.
When you look at the big names at the lightweight division, obviously it's the sort of marquee weight right now. It's everyone's talking about it. There's so many big names. You're moving in there now as well. What sort of dream fights? If you had to pick 2 or 3, is there any on your radar where you're thinking they're the ones I'd really love?
No. I just want to become 2-time world champion, and however I gotta do it that way. No particular person. No particular person. Whoever got the belt. Yeah.
You seen that the Cubans are allowed to turn over.
Yeah.
Andy Cruz will be coming into that weight.
Boxing world up.
Yeah.
That's going to shake. Like Cubans been good amateurs. They wasn't the best of pros, but you do got to select few that was good, really good. And I feel like the boxing can change with that, because more Cubans go pro younger, because most Cubans go pro older. So they're not able to give the fullest potential to the young Americans or to the young whoever, because they're much older. So the skills carry them over for only but so long. But now that they're able to turn professional, oh my goodness, when they turn 18, 19, 20, and they able to have a whole career, is a wrap. They gonna shake the boxing world up.
And if Cruz comes into the lightweight division, which many people think he will do, there's obviously going to be a lot of people. Cruz, the gold medalist. Did you see him at the last Olympics?
Honestly, I don't even keep up with boxing. Damn sure don't keep up with the Olympics. Respect everybody. I had 16 amateur fights, so I wasn't really into that stuff. So respect to all Olympians, but I don't know who Cruz is. What about him though?
Well, he beat, Keyshawn Davis?
I know Keyshawn Davis is, yeah.
He beat Keyshawn in the final. He's beat him he's beat him 3 or 4 times now, and he's, a lot of people think, one of the greatest amateurs ever, but he's now going to be turning over pro into the lightweight division, I think, which is adding more fuel to the fire. I was going to say though, there'll be a lot of people, like a lot of the champions, who would be maybe avoiding him. That's what people are going to think.
He got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Listen, this is not the amateurs. I always tell people this. Amateurs is one thing. Being a great amateur, you have a select few that can come and dominate. But I don't think no amateur was as dominant as Lomachenko. And what he do, he come into the pro game and get beat by Salido, somebody with no skills.
Yeah.
This is a whole different ball game. It's 12 rounds. How many rounds is amateurs?
Yeah, that's 3. True. Yeah, but
three 3-minute rounds or 4 minutes in some of the Olympics.
Yeah, 3 threes.
3 3-minute rounds. So you doing 3 3-minute rounds? If I'm doing math correctly, that's 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Versus 36 minutes. Consistently, not 9 minutes consistently, 36 minutes consistent. Knowing what rounds to take off, knowing what rounds you got to pick back up. It's not the same ball game. Now, if he get groomed the right way, absolutely, he can be dominant based on what y'all saying. I never seen him fight, but based on what y'all say, he can be dominant. But it's all about being groomed properly. Why you think all these big fighters come out and they fight these people 1-6, 2-10, 10-3, 5-4, 15-2? Wonder why? Because you got promoters that's veterans like Al Heyman and them. You got Eddie Hearns, you got Lou DiBella, you got Top Rank. These guys is professional matchmakers that know how to build fighters. They know it's not just, look what happened with the guy that beat Shakur in the Olympics. He beat Shakur. You know who that is?
Yeah.
He beat Shakur Stevenson. Look what's in the Olympics. Look what Shakur at. And look where this guy at. The guy got stopped, I think, and lost his second pro fight. But he beat Shakur. So that Olympic stuff don't mean nothing. Well, no disrespect. It means a lot. But when you switch over to that pro game, it's a whole different ball game. Not the same. So you gotta show it depends on what champion you get.
Yeah, it is. It's two completely different sports. Like you've even seen with the
I hope I broke it down right.
Oh, you did.
I'm a commentator, man.
You should. That's something you should look into, Tevin. Would you look into that?
Yeah, I thought about it. I feel like I'm very knowledgeable about the sport. I can break things down from different perspectives, from more than one perspective. The only thing that will stop me from being a commentator is if I became a commentator, I would have to start watching boxing more. And I don't know if I'm willing to study all these fighters, because to be a commentator, you got to be a student of the sport, and you have to study these fighters, no matter what weight class they're in. You have to know who these fighters are. So when it comes time to break them down, you know exactly what you're speaking about. And that's one thing I may not be up for. Now, if I ever did decide to become a commentator, it'd be on occasions. It wouldn't be like Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley. You know, they got a set job towards though they commentate every fight. I don't think I want to put in that work for that. You know, so certain fighters, certain fights, I'll be like, I like this card. Let me go check let me go check this card out. I commentated, you know.
You'd be the pay-per-view pundit.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That is. I always enjoy watching the fighters. I like commentate, like the likes of the Sean Porters, Paulie Malignaggi, Timothy Bradley, Andre Ward. Like, don't get me wrong. I
just commentated the Zoom.
What is it?
I said, what about me? I just commentated the Zoom.
No, this is what I'm saying. This is why we need you on, because like I don't get me wrong. I love listening to Max Kellerman and like your Larry Merchants, all the greats. But there's something about listening to an actual fighter who's able to describe what it's like in there, and you know they're just breaking it down in a different way. Like,
They can relate to it. Yeah.
We need fighters as judges, not commentators.
Yeah,
100%.
agree with that.
Fighters
Would
as
you
judges.
would you do that?
I'll be a judge for sure. The reason being I'll be a judge because I'm a fair person. I don't give a damn if I know you. I don't give a damn if you my cousin or my brother. I may cheat for my mom, but yeah, I'm not cheating. You lose, you lose. I'm gonna see it how I see it. I'm not. That's not how. So I'll be a judge. Yeah, I'll be a judge.
Well, Tevin, thank you so much for coming on, mate. As I say, we're big fans of you, and we're looking forward to come over and having a Philly cheesesteak.
Hey, listen, come over. Just let me know ahead of time. We can make that happen.
Love it. I'll be watching your next YouTube vlog.
We go. A cheesesteak tour. 5 days y'all here. We hit a different cheesesteak spot every day.
Love it.
This guy here, don't tell me with a good time. I'll be straight there for 5 days of cheesesteaks. Tevin, thanks so much for coming on, mate.
5 days of cheesesteak work, boy. Y'all gonna go back to. We are from UK.
Ireland.
No. Ireland.
Y'all gonna go back there, big as hell.
You'll be rolling off the plane.
Tevin, thanks so much for coming on, and we'll look forward to seeing you taking over the lightweight division, like you say you're going to do. So we'll be watching this fight. Is it available online? Tell the listeners where they can.
My bio: www.farmer versus Bay PPV, which is pay-per-view.com. And
Okay,
y'all gotta see. Y'all, did y'all see the card yet?
Yeah, Isaac Dogbo's on it, right?
Bro, y'all ain't see the card. We got Tremaine Williams, Tevin Farmer, Mickey Bay, Isaac Dog Bay.
And how much is the pay-per-view, Tevin, for anyone wanting to buy it?
$29.99.
I'm with the code Tevin Farmer. You get a bit of discount.
We gonna put a code in there. We gonna see.
Thank you so
Tevin,
much, Tevin.
thanks so much.
Hey, thank y'all, man. Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. You know, I don't do Zooms, but I wanted to come on and show you guys some love.
Legend.
Yeah.
Yo, www.farmerbsbayppv.com or pay-per-view. And if you're in Ghana or anywhere in that area and y'all out there in that area, come tune in because Tevin Farmer is back on top, Mr. Two-Time.
Let's go. Can't wait.
Farmer.
Like to call that white girl problem. Met her back in autumn. Every gift I try to get her, she already got them. Messing with the TA, wonder what she taught him. Work her way down, literally to the bottom. Where are all my best friends? How can I ignore them? Never gonna text them, I am too important. Look at what my dad bought, yeah, it was imported. He took a second loan, cause our family can't afford it. Nice guy, bound to finish last at 50